Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to have a new program in our TV channel, Natural TV. It's about astrology. It's called Faith and Astrology. Today we have Mr. Ayhan. We are going to talk about astrology in Islam, what kind of astrology do we have in the world today, and a lot of things related to astrology. So let me introduce you to Mr. Ayhan. Welcome.
Thank you very much for your kind
Thank you for being with us today.
invitation.
First of all, can you introduce yourself in brief to our audience, please?
Okay, my name is Ayhan Özcimbit, and I was born in Ankara in 1969, 5th of March. And I was graduate from university, bachelor degree, School of Economics, and but I taught English language long time. I speak 7 languages and I understand 20 other languages too. And I have 7 books printed in Istanbul in Turkish language, and 2 of them are in front of you now.
Yes.
And several times they were published again. And I'm writing about esotericism, astrology, numerology, hand reading, palmistry, and the relation of these 3 things with Islam also. Long time ago, astrology was very popular and popular today again.
Yes.
You know, people are interested in the future, so astrology will be popular in the future too.
First of all, we need to know what Islamic astrology.
Yeah. There are different kinds of astrologies today. You know, Vedic astrology, Indian astrology, reflecting the Indian faith on it, and also Kabbalist astrology is reflecting the Jewish mentality and traditions on it, and the Greek astrology is also reflecting the Romans mentality, and the and also technical astrology is called as also Western astrology. And I wrote Islamic astrology. Islamic astrology is different than the others. Because Vedic astrology, for example, it believes reincarnation. You come again this world when you die. And they try to explain who were you before this life. We can't believe in this because we are going to be reincarnated, not this world, but the other world, you know. The God is going to create us.
In another shape.
Yeah, not this world, but other worlds. You know, after Ahireh in Arabic languages is called as. And He's going to judge us in there with our soul. He's going to ask us questions why we did and why we didn't do responsibilities. But in reincarnation, Vedic astrology, your soul comes this world several times, and which soul, for what period will be responsible?
Exactly.
This is a problem. Unfortunately, Vedic astrology affects also today karma, you know, the other astrologies, and people are confused about these ideas. Or they also ask me questions about this. I clarified everything in my book, the principles and the relation of astrology with Kaaba and the life as well. And Islamic astrology has got principles. First, the planets are not gods. They are not gods, and they are only designs of God, like verse. You know, in Arabic language, ayah means zain. Also in English translation, verse, but the correct translation is zain. Comes from to see, and Islamic astrology defines many things. One of them is Kaaba, for example. I can draw here the
sure.
Kaaba and the message of Kaaba. What is that? And the relation of Kaaba and the astrology as well. Can I do that?
Yeah, but first we want to know what's the relation between Kaaba and astrology.
And when I start drawing Kaaba, and also the relation will be understood very well.
Okay.
Okay. When we look at Kaaba, just a minute please, this doesn't draw. Okay.
It's a cube.
This is Kaaba. And this part indicates south. This west and Africa. This is east.
Yes.
And Far East, Japan, China, and the north. North is Eurasia, Europe, Turkey, that area. And we see also here 4 life elements which are in also astrology. Are there also 4 elements in Islam? Yes, there are. God says in Quran, I created life from the dried clay. Dried clay. Dried means fire and air, because there is no burning without air. And also clay is mud, earth, and water. Yes. We know from Quran. Is there 4 life elements here? Yes. North is earth, south is water, east is air, west is fire.
Depends on what you say. North is earth. And
I will explain. North is earth because there is largest continent in the north of Kaaba, Eurasia. What is the Eurasian message? Eurasia is earth, and the God tries to say us, there is enough land, don't fight, share.
Charity.
Sharing, charity, no need to fight. It is Islamic zakah. Zakah is the money must be given to the poor people, those in need. So when we come to the West, indicates us where we are going to help. Why? Because the fire, where is the hottest place in the world? It is the west of Kaaba, that is Sahara, Africa. And this is the hottest place because no water, no enough food. People are starving in Sudan and Somalia. So we must give this zakah to here. Zakah is a worship, important worship, because there is rain and large, wonderful agricultural areas in Eurasia. So we have to help Africa, in the Sahara area especially. So how we are going to remember them? With the Ramadan. What Ramadan means? Ramadan means oven. When we don't drink and when we don't eat, we remember the poor people in the Sahara. So we remember them, we try to help them. God is coordinating everything in the wonderful philosophy really here. So zakah, Ramadan, Sahara is here, fasting, we don't eat, we share this money here. Okay, what is there any other message? Yes, also this place is called as Wild West. Wild West, fire. A lot of people suffered because of violence, obsessions, this kind of terrible things they lived. African people were kidnapped to America, they were killed in Virginia, they suffered a lot of bad things in that area.
Slaving.
So that is wild. Also the Spanish colonists, they went to America, they killed a lot of Redskins. This is violation. Who is going to stop this? What sort of person can stop this? We need a person here, Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr means, in Arabic language, someone who gets up early in the morning and goes to work and working hard. So he was a rich person. He always gave his money to the poor people around of him. That is why he was known as a generous person. Okay, what is helping us to remember generosity in the north? Marwa. Marwa hill is in the north also, Marwa. Marwa. What is Marwa means? Generosity in Arabic language. So Marwa hill reminds us being generosity, and Abu Bakr is getting up early in the morning and he goes to work, and he's making money and giving those people those in need, right? And the zakah. And what can be as a Quranic chapter here to remember, to make us remembering these things, to remind us? Surah Al-Baqarah. Baqarah means, when we translate into English, cow. So Baqarah, when we read Baqarah, God criticizes anyone who doesn't share. So, this chapter's name comes from Baqarah, cow. That means don't worship money, because it's a symbol of wealth, symbol of capitalism. So we have to pay attention here. We must underline very well. A Muslim cannot be capitalist. So Baqarah is one point. Okay, what is the zodiac time of this area? Zodiac time, when we look at the astrology, this is Taurus time. Taurus means bull. It's a horoscope. It's in the morning time, morning prayer time, between 3 and 5 about. It's the Taurus time in the zodiac. Second house is also reflects our economical situation in the birth chart, natal charts. It's all related, as you see. This is only one point with the Eurasia continent. Abu Bakr, with the Caliph of Islam, is a very generous person. Geographically, Marwa hill, and Taurus is the horoscope sign, and the Baqarah is the chapter. What else? If we go further on in the north, we will see Turkish Taurus mountains. Taurus comes from Taurus. Why it is called as those mountains as Taurus? Because very fertile, very nice mountains. Because Adana area in Turkey is very nice area for agriculture. And if we go further on, we can see Istanbul. Istanbul is Taurus because it became the capital of Roman Empire on the 13th of May. That is the Taurus time. Where is Istanbul? It is our followers can have a look at the map. When they look at the Turkey's map, they can see a sea, Marmara Sea. Marmara Sea, just like an animal, looks like cow or bull, Taurus. Where is Istanbul? Istanbul is on the head of bull. That is why Haliç is called as Golden Horn. Istanbul is very rich area. 20 million people are living today in Istanbul. All around the world, people are coming to work in Istanbul. And so
I can see that north is wealth.
Yes, north is wealth, very well. And when we come to the east, west again, the Africa, Sahara, poverty, Ramadan, remembering the poor people, and who can be here as a caliph? Ömer. Yes, Ömer is here. Yes. Is also Amr is called as. Yes. Ömer, how was he like? What was he like? He was very angry person for the bad people. Yes. But he was very soft people for the good people. So it is in Arabic language, hiddat and hilmet. Hiddat when you are angry against the wild obsessors, imperialists, A Muslim can be angry against the imperialism,
yes.
any kind of obsessors, any kind of violence.
That's we called Farouk.
Yeah, that is why. That he's our sample.
Yes.
Abu Bakr, Umar, and the fireside. Okay, this is morning prayer. What can this be as a praying time? This is evening praying. Because when we look at the zodiac time, this is coming to the evening side. It's the 5th house in the zodiac, and that is the time of, Azan is called as very fast, because Muslims believed, Muslims believe
we have to be
that time is also the time of Qiyamah, Doomsday. And that is why that is very fast. This is also fire. It's always in hurry,
Yes.
And the 5th house in the zodiac, when we look, and that is also indicating evening prayer, and we must be quick also, and also descendants, kids, our passion can be understood on the natal chart according to this vision. How about south in the Kaaba? It's water, we said. When we look at the world map, oceans are
yes.
in the south of Kaaba mostly. So what is the message of oceans to the Muslims? Ocean is Arabic language. Means mother in Arabic language, and umman is also the indicating oceans, seas, this kind of areas. And how is mother like? What is mother like? Mothers are thinking others, and they are not selfish. They are sharing also, very wide. Fatherhood is one drop, but motherhood is an ocean. We must think over this very much. Yes. And south is oceans and motherhood. Remembering also one thing, ummah. Ummah means
nation,
community, and it comes from mother also. Yes. Because when we are like mothers, we are real ummah. Because we think each other, we must think each other. First, we must think the other one, because capitalism says, I must think myself. Communism thinks, let's share it, brother. Yes. But Islam only says, take it, brother or sister. You are first. I'm not the first. Because Islam is not selfish. Muslim can't be selfish. Yes. Anyway, also when we look here, what kind of worship reminds us motherhood or community or seas, that is pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, why pilgrimage? Hajj. Hajj is called because when we go Hajj, we are one drop. We go there, Kaaba, we turn around of it. We are like a big ocean turning like anaphor, and we understand we are nothing. This is our ummah ocean. And then one thing also, God says in the pilgrimage, I forgive your all sins today. You must also forgive other people. Yes. We must forgive, but is it easy? It's very hard. For whom? For Scorpio people. Scorpio. And Scorpio is a water group astrology. It's 8th house also in astrology. And the Scorpio, for Scorpio people, it's not easy to forgive really. Yeah. And they must remember.
We're always afraid of Scorpio people.
The Scorpio is the symbolizing also death, and the past also. And this place is controlled Michael, Mikhail, angel Mikhail. And this is Israfil bringing doomsday, Israfil, for the fire angel. What is the south? Is Azrael, is a death angel because he kills us, and we remember that person, yes, Scorpio, Azrael. And every Scorpio must remember the name of Allah as Afif, Tawwab, Settar, Ghaffar, Ghafur. This means forgiving, you know, people. And what is the caliph of water? It's
Osman.
Exactly. Osman is the caliph of this place. Why? Because he was very emotional. He was crying. He had very soft heart.
Yes.
He was from Umayyah clan, you know, tribe. But you know, Umayyah tribe was enemy of Hashimi, the tribe of Prophet Muhammad. And Umayyah was very nationalist, like very fascist, like, you understand me?
Yes.
But he converted to Islam first. He's the first person who converted to Islam.
Who believe in Islam.
It's really difficult.
Yes.
It's just like a Greek converting to Muslim, because they believe that Islam is the religion of the Turks only.
Yeah.
And of course, not all Greeks are hating Turks. I don't hate Greeks, for example. I'm Turk. Anyway, how about East? What is East? East is indicating the China, and our Prophet Muhammad said, if knowledge, ilm, is in the China,
Yes.
go and get it. God, our Prophet Muhammad says this. And the knowledge, East is knowledge. Knowledge. Ilm. Ilm's door. Who was he? Ilm's door?
Ali.
Ali was here.
He
Door
was very
is
wisdom.
this part, very close to this corner.
Yes.
And Ali is the door of the ilm, right? Why? Ali was modest. Modesty. Modesty. So, what kind of worship makes us modest? La ilaha illallah. Because if we really know the meaning of La ilaha illallah, we have to be modest. We have to be humble.
Yes.
We mustn't be arrogant. If we are arrogant, we fall down one wall. If we are greedy, we fall down one
We
wall.
have to balance.
If we are violent, we fall down the Kaaba's one wall,
Yes.
one wall. And if we are racist, fascist, if we pull down one Kaaba's wall, what shape we get if we fall down all the Kaaba's walls? Do you think? What do you think? What shape we have?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, I will show you. This is, imagine, this is Kaaba point. When we are greedy, one wall goes out.
It will be.
It will be opened.
Oh,
All the when you fall down, you get Jesus cross. This is the symbol of
Wow.
sins. And the Christians believe Jesus died for our sins. They say, right?
Yes.
But they never think about those sins. What were they? And I told you, this is arrogance. This is greediness. You know, this is violence. This is fascism. And this is enough, I think, for the human being.
Yes.
And this is their belief. Jesus died on the cross for their sins. But we Muslims, we believe different way. But
Yes.
esoterically, we can understand if we are arrogant, we pull down these walls. We must understand this. That's why I explained here. And this is, what horoscope is it? This is Aquarius. Aquarius is the 11th house in the zodiac.
Yes.
And when we look at zodiac, Aquarius, it is in the morning time between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. That
Yes.
is the most efficient time to think.
Yes. Now we have general idea about horoscopes and astrology.
Yeah.
Now we have a break, commercial break. Then we will come back to this interesting talk.
Okay.
Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. Now, before the break, we know a general idea about Islamic and astrology and what does it mean. Now we are going to talk about new thing with Mr. Ayhan. It's about Kaaba and palmistry. Palmistry.
And
Can
reading.
you just tell us about it?
And Allah sent a book, Quran.
Quran Kareem.
It is related about life, related about Kaaba, related about human beings. Hands are about us. Kaaba is our symbol.
That we worship.
Yeah.
That we worship Allah.
We turn Kaaba, and it explains us life. And the Fatiha is the air side. The door is here. Fatiha means also door. Opening.
Yes.
And the Fatiha has got how many verses? 7.
7.
Those 7 verses are 7 turnings
around Kaaba.
Around of it. But Muslims up to today, they didn't know why they were turning. In fact, they were turning for the promise of Fatiha. First turning, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, starting from this door, first promise. Rajim means stoning. And who was stoned?
Shaitan.
Shaitan, and also immoral people, right? In all times.
Yes.
During the time of Prophet Muhammad, if you were lying, they were stoning you. Prophet Muhammad also was stoned. People, they thought that he was a liar in Taif. Yes. That is why they stoned him. And we promise here not to be immoral person. That means I will have morals. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This is the first turning. Morals. Second, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen means I thank the Lord of the universe. Means
be thankful to God.
I will be thankful. The third one, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, I will be like mothers, because Rahim is the woman, baby is growing there, and the Rahim is also the name of God. Yes. And the Rahim is Merhamet, Rahmet, is all from Arabic, the same word. And that means I will be like mother, I will do favors, and I will never expect anything. And Rahman Ar-Rahim was about being mother. What about the other one? Other turning is Maliki Yawmiddin. Maliki Yawmiddin means I know that you are going to judge me. So I am responsible person for everything I did. And so this is helping us to be a responsible person about Islam. Why? Because the Din in Arabic language, it comes from your language, and means responsibility also.
Yes,
debt.
Yes.
Debt. If I feel myself debt, I have to know my responsibilities. That is why Maliki Yawmiddin is there. We have to try to pay our debt. God knows that we are not going to pay 100% our debt, but we must try. That's important point.
Put it in our minds that we are reserved life.
You know, Satan says in Quran, now that you created me, and you created Adam too, you knew that I was going to get astray, and that is why I got out of the way, just because of you, he said. Satan said. He blamed God. He blamed Allah, forgetting his responsibilities.
Yes.
That is very important. Sometimes we do this in life. We lay the blame others, our guilt normally, but we lay that we don't know that how Satan we are. Really, we don't know. We are not aware of that because we are not reading Quran and we don't try to understand Quran very well. And normally we can find wonderful things inside of Quran really. And the İyyâke na'budu ve İyyâke nestaîn. What is that?
Just only you we worship.
I only worship you. Are we really doing this? No. We have a lot of things we are worshipping. Money, sex, sensuality, arrogance.
Maybe others.
A lot of things.
Like
home, cars. We are
authority.
driving our cars very arrogantly, you know, on the street. And sometimes we do accidents just because of that arrogance.
Yes.
We don't care about the others when we are in the traffic, but this is also responsibility. God says, don't walk on the roads arrogantly. Your feet cannot harm the ground, and you are not as tall as the skies.
It's Luqman.
Reminds us, God reminds us what we are.
Yes.
No need to be arrogant, really.
Modest should be.
And also another turning is Ihtina Sirat al-Mustaqim. Sirat al-Mustaqim. Sirat, everyone believed in Turkey, also some other Islamic countries. It's a bridge in the other world.
Yes.
It's not bridge. It's because Sirat is a Greek word. It means street in English. In German, Straße. In Dutch, Straat. In Latin, Strada. In Greek, Srat. But how about in Arabic? It's Sharia. It's a modern Arabic. Because those days there were no Sharia words. That is why Sharia word was not exist, you know, in Quran. When we read Quran, we never find Sharia. We find Surat. That's very important.
It's like the
point.
way we...
Exactly. It's a Quranic main street. Where is this street? In Medina. What is Medina means? City. Madaniya is civilization in English. So Madani, Islamic civilization comes from Islamic city Medina, and it comes from the Islamic street Surat. We must think like this, because street tells us what to do and what we mustn't do. La ilaha illallah. Enzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nehy anhil münker. Emre bil maruf. Left side is forbidden things, right side is the free things. We must look at the signs to understand what is sign in Arabic. Ayah. Ayah. So we must follow the signs. What are those? It's written in Quran. When we read it, you know, I explained, Fatiha is the first chapter, is here telling us the principles of Islam the 7 times. That is why we are turning around of it. And that is why we are stoning the Satan also. Because we are stoning ourselves, really, normally. Because, first one, take it, because you were immoral. I'm stoning myself, for example. The second one, you were not thankful person, stoning myself. The third one, you were not Rahman ar-Rahim, you always did the deeds just for one purpose, for one thing, to gain something. Like capitalist, stoning again. And those 7 things, stoning ourselves being Satan-like, stopping being Satan. Also, we are walking in between Safa and Marwa. Safa, what is Safa means? Thanking, to be thankful.
Safa.
And the light comes from Safa to the Kaaba's door. What was there on Safa hill? Darul Erkam. What is that? The house of Erkam. What is that? College of Islam. First college of Islam. First school of Islam. How many students were there? 40. How many were kids? There were kids inside? 32. Under 18. There were 8 people were adults, and the rest were kids. That is why they told Prophet Muhammad, we are going to follow you, but all your followers are poor little kids, they were saying, insulting way. That is why Abu Lahab's name is written, only that kafir's name is written in Quran, because he insulted only one Muslim name was written in Quran. His name is Zayd bin Haris. He's written also in Quran. Only 2 names during the time of Prophet Muhammad, Abu Lahab and Zayd's names are written, no one else. Even Abu Bakr's name is second of 2. God didn't mention about Abu Bakr's name directly, but he just named Zayd. I asked this question 27 years. Why these names are written in Quran? And finally I found the message of God. Doesn't matter that you are related, you have the same blood with Prophet Muhammad, you are Sayyid or something. The most important thing is heart.
Yes, we are equals.
Yes, we are equals. Zayd bin Haris was from Yemen. He was not relative of Prophet Muhammad. Right? And Abu Lahab was uncle, but he couldn't save himself. He attracted the hate of God because he called Zayd bin Haris religion making me equal with this poor boy. He's gone. God never forgot this. That is why he was the cursed person in Quran. Anyway, the last thing is the غَيْرُ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ آمِنَ. What does it mean really? I'm not going to imitate anyone. Neither Jews nor Christians. I am not going to imitate anyone, means I will be myself. But today, we Muslims, we are following the others, mentally, live also.
Yeah.
We must create our values on the principles of Fatiha. Even we don't know why we are turning around of it, why we stone Satan 7 times, why we walk between Safa and Marwa. Even we don't know the meanings of these 2 hills.
Yeah.
Do we? No, we don't. We don't care, because we do only what we are told.
We just follow.
Just follow. It doesn't matter. We never think of it. But the first Muslims were not like this. We had golden age long time ago.
Yes.
We created a lot of things. Even Muslims found 0. And today's mathematics and the techniques. Just because of 0, we are growing up.
Yes.
Why don't we do this again? We can do it. We must gain our self-confidence once again.
Yes.
Anyway, what we see here also reflects our hands. How? Air. This finger.
You said about Fatiha.
Fatiha, and around of is turning.
We will come to Baqarah Surah.
Yeah, this is Fatiha side, and
Yes.
why we turn around of it. It was about Kaaba. We turn around of principles of Kaaba. When we turn, what angles we do? 360.
Yes.
What is the message of turning? Muslim. Oh, Muslim. Don't look at from one angle only, 1 degree.
You have to.
Look at anything from different angles. 360 degrees.
Yes.
Look, turn, walk and think. Think over that. But we don't think. That's a pity. And anyway, this is air in the west of Kaaba,
Yes.
air in the finger, this one. Because why this is about, what is
Tawheed.
the relation of this about wisdom? It's called in Turkish language Shahada finger.
Yeah.
Shahada, La ilaha illallah.
And Arabic, it's Tawheed.
Yeah, Tawheed finger. Also,
Yes.
we show one like this. How many gods are there? There is
Just
only one God. This is one also. We took the pen with this. Wisdom and the spirit.
This is
Spirit,
wisdom.
This is wisdom. This is spirit.
Yes.
We hold the pen and we write it. What we think. It comes from here and we write everything. And an air group, right? This is Aquarius. This is Gemini. This is Libra. Air.
Yes.
And they like thinking very much. And they don't like listening any stupid people. Really. And how about this? The middle finger, when we look, this is Earth. Earth is the north. We work hard. We make money by working. This is reflecting endeavor, working, tryings. You understand? And in Turkish language we say, I did everything skin and bone. I worked hard. I did myself.
Yes.
People sometimes they say.
Yes.
And not to say this, we give zakah. Everything comes from God. We share it. We share information. We share money.
Yes.
What about this?
Fire.
Fire side. The fire is here, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries.
Yeah.
And our marriage finger is there.
Wow.
Is a Leo side.
So it's
What is really Leo reflected in the human body? Heart. And the ring and heart. And when you have ring, I'm married. Don't hustle me. Don't disturb me. It's a message also.
Yes.
And when we look at the water side, this is Scorpio. This is in the middle, this part is Pisces and the Cancer. Emotions, feelings also. This one. Reflecting here. What about the lifeline, mind line, and the heart line? When we draw in my hands, this is lifeline. I hope it is seen. Lifeline. This is mind, and this is heart line. Also, when we look at these three lines, this is 8 in Arabic.
Yes.
This is 1 in Arabic. This is 81 here. When we look the other side, there is also, when we look here,
8 and 1.
8 and 1, 18.
18.
When we collect this together, 18 and 81, 99. So we call Allah with 99 names. What he says in Quran? Call me with Asma'ul Husna.
Yes.
He tells, right? And we call after we do everything what we could. And oh my Lord, I always try to be a generous person. I request you, please be generous to me with your Karim name.
It's all
Samad
related
name.
to each other.
Of course, but we must think and try to get the connections very well.
Yes, that's in Arabic tawakkul and tawakkul.
Exactly. When we can't translate everything from Arabic language to English, because in Arabic language there are 1 million words,
Yes.
but in English only 175,000 words.
Yes.
In Turkish, 120,000 words. In German, 350,000 words. So Arabic has got the largest capacity. We have to create more things in Arabic language, because when we learn Arabic language, we expand our thinking. We must turn our golden age again by turning.
Yes.
I was not going to find many things like this. This is about circumambulation. Why we turn around of Kaaba. I explained here 7 times about Fatiha. If I didn't know languages, how could I find it? And this is about stoning the Satan. And the turning around of it, it explains why we stone Satan. I already told.
Yes.
Anyway, we understood the human character when we look at the hands of the people. But telling about the future, that is gaib. We can't tell about the future. You're going to die in 2020. That is shirk. That is, we can't say that one.
You don't believe in these things?
No. The palmistry can't say this. This is fortune telling, and it is forbidden in Islam. But what is the limit of the palmistry in Islam? You can read that person's personality, then you can recommend him something about that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to be in shirk. You're going to break the tawhid, monotheism. Because there are principles in Quran, you know. And when we look at the spirit finger,
yes.
we also missed to explain it about. This is spirit soul. It is the top of Kaaba. And this is La ilaha illallah. This is north is zakah. West is fire, Ramadan. And the south was pilgrimage. What is the fifth one at the top?
The spirit.
Praying 5 times. And Prophet Muhammad says, if you don't pray 5 times, you pull down your religion. Because namaz, praying 5 times, is the pillars of, pillar.
Yeah, like feeding your soul.
Yeah. Also, there are 3 pillars here. 3 pillars inside of Kaaba.
Yes.
When you don't have those 3 pillars, you pull down Kaaba.
Yes.
And the praying is the pillar. Pillars are the namaz, praying 5 times. It's Arabic salah.
Salah.
Salah. Salah has got different meanings. One of them is praying, one of them is
dua.
Dua is wishing something from the Lord.
Yes.
And this is also important, spirit. And reflecting here, spirit. And there are also 2 things here. We didn't say anything about that. This is morals.
Yes.
This is justice.
Maybe we can talk about this in another episode.
Okay.
Yani, we have a lot of information today. It's our first episode. Stay with us next week. We have another topic to talk about astrology, of course. Thank you, Mr. Ayhan.
I thank you very much for your kind invitation.
Thank you. Thank you for watching us. Hope you enjoyed it. You can re-watch this episode again on YouTube channel, Natural TV. Have a good day.